We currently live in a generation where there are so many different ways to make money online. And I'm sure that we've all heard of the outdated business models like dropshipping or Amazon FBA. Now, although these businesses still work, the barriers of entry are extremely high. So in today's video, I want to show you guys the most simple way to make money online. Obviously, if you click on this video, then I know that you're someone who's serious about making money, so I don't even want to waste your time. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to take $50 and turn it into a little over $50,000 in about 90 days by selling digital products. And the beauty about this is you don't need any certifications, you don't need millions of followers, and you don't even need to show your face. The only things that I really need to start this business was my phone, a Wi-Fi connection, and obviously having either a laptop or a tablet would make the process easier, but it's not necessary. I'm gonna break down the exact roadmap that anyone, even a complete beginner, can implement today in order to be successful with this business. Starting from scratch, scaling fast, and then automating the process so that the business is basically on autopilot. With that being said, let's hop right into it. Now, what exactly are digital products? I want you guys to think of things like ebooks, online courses, or digital guides. These are products that you can create once and sell over and over again, which means there are no physical products, there is no inventory cost, and there aren't any overhead expenses. So that leads directly into higher profit margins, making this business very scalable and extremely easy to fulfill because everything is digital, meaning that there's unlimited stock. Now, what really makes this strategy so different than any other digital marketing strategy is the fact that I didn't create any of these digital products. I focused entirely on high ticket DFY digital products in order to scale quickly. Now, DFY simply means done for you. And in the space of digital marketing, most people are selling digital products that range from $7 to $47, which is very low ticket. But with this strategy, it allowed me to focus on pricing anywhere from $250 to a few $1,000s depending on the product. And the beauty about it is, since all of these products are pre-made, I don't have to spend as much time creating the product, which means I have more time to sell the product. So we're gonna hop into the first step of how to actually get this business started. The first step is actually going to be finding the products to sell. And this is where I invested my first $50. So after some research, I purchased a few hundred DFY digital products that had high conversions in very profitable niches. And I was able to discover these products by using three main tools: Google Trends, SEMrush, and then Google Keyword Planner. Now, these tools basically help me, number one, identify a trending niche for digital products, and then actually identify the trending products within that niche. So for example, if you were someone who was interested in the fitness niche, you would use these tools to discover the most profitable product within that industry. But here's where it gets a little complicated, right? Because the digital products that you find have to allow two things: PLR and MRR, which is basically private label rights and then the master resale rights. This basically gives you the authority to take someone else's product and sell it as your own. Without PLR and MRR, stop what you're doing because it is highly illegal, bro. Now, I'm gonna be honest in saying that the product discovery process can be extremely tedious, especially when looking for the right digital product that allows PLR or MRR. So that's the exact reason why everyone in our masterclass has immediate access to the DFY Digital Product Vault, which basically consists of about 600 pre-made digital products that allow you to start selling almost immediately. And most of these products are products that I've actually used in the process of turning my $50 into $50,000, okay? So now that you've identified, number one, your niche, and now that you have found your product, the second phase in this entire business is going to be creating your landing page. Now, landing page is simply a website, page link, or a funnel that is used to convert interested customers into paying clients. So platforms like System.io, StanStore, and Beacons are a few examples of platforms that allow you to host, brand, and then sell your DFY digital products. Now, obviously, there are a lot of other platforms that you can use, but these are the main apps that I used when scaling my business, specifically StanStore. But when I was choosing my platform, the main thing that I prioritized was its customizability, because I want to be able to create a high converting sales page. And the most important factors to consider when choosing a platform are going to be the branding on the platform, which is basically how you're going to propose the offer, how you're going to post testimonials and answer FAQs, Then you also want to consider the platform's metric tracking, which is going to be how that platform is able to keep account for unique visitors, email captures, and product views. Basically, the platform is giving you information on how these customers are traveling through your page once they actually click on your link. And then the last thing is going to be the overall user experience. You don't want to have an application that's laggy or that it takes forever to load, because it's obviously going to deter the customer from actually making a purchase of one of your digital products. So once you have the product and now you have chosen your hosting platform, it's now time for the most important part of the entire process. And this is where people actually struggle the most. So I'm going to be as clear as possible when explaining this next part. It's going to be the marketing and the branding, right? This is going to be how people find your product and then how they feel about your product. And I want you guys to think about this. The main reason why all of these brands are able to sell high ticket products at a high volume is simply because of their marketing and their branding strategies. Now, when it comes to digital products, these are the most important elements that I realize help me start generating a lot of sales by the third and fourth week of the entire process. Number one is going to be building trust with your audience. Obviously, you do this through either consistency, posting testimonials, problem solving, and posting relatable content, right? That's what's going to attract an interested customer into a paying client. Next is going to be your offer attractiveness. What solution do you provide that separates you from the rest of the competition? Now, the last and most important of these three elements is going to be the value add of your digital product. Now, this is basically the fulfillment process in providing the solution to someone's specific problem. In other words, how are you going to add value into their life after they purchase your product? So for example, let's just use that fitness niche example that we used earlier. So if you're someone who's interested in the fitness niche and you want to create a high ticket digital product offer, then you're going to want to first build trust. And I'm going to be honest in saying that having a personal brand is probably the easiest way to go about this. But if you're someone who wants to focus on the faceless method, then this is exactly what I would do. I would consistently post mindset and motivation based fitness content that aligns with my offer. And then I would use the captions on those videos to explain, number one, the product benefits, and then number two, the end results that someone would receive after purchasing my product. And I do this specifically by targeting someone's emotions, especially if I didn't have any testimonials. And if you're just starting out this business, you're most likely not going to have testimonials. So I always recommend targeting someone's emotions on the things that they want to accomplish and how your product helps them accomplish that. The next thing is going to be offer attractiveness. And the way that we're able to improve the attractiveness of our offer is by adding as much value as possible. You can compile a bunch of different digital products like meal plans, workout plans, goal setting prompts, daily habit trackers, all of these things into one offer to improve the attractiveness, especially if you're able to provide all of that for a good price. If you have an all-in-one, full, comprehensive 16-week program that can guarantee results if they stick to it, then yes, you can charge anywhere from $250 to $500 for that program. And the only reason why I know that is because I've done it, right? And I've done this through ways of bundling all of my digital products together and making one extravagant offer. Now, the last thing is going to be the value add of your digital product, the fulfillment process of it, right? The only way to be able to charge high ticket sales prices is in a couple different ways. Number one, you can simply just try to sell the digital product, have someone come to your landing page, take a look through what you offer, and then make a purchase based on what they would like. Second, you can offer consultation services, community access, or even email updates attached to the digital product. So once someone makes the purchase, they now have access to all of these different elements that makes that purchase for the product way more valuable. So you can charge at a higher rate for that initial purchase. And then the last is going to be the upsell. And you can either upsell other digital products that align with your initial offer, or you can upsell one-on-one services. And obviously one-on-one services are only going to be applicable if you have specialized knowledge in that niche. So if you're someone who is a fitness guy, for example, and you wanted to upgrade someone to one-on-one coaching, then that's something that you can obviously charge a higher ticket price for. And the way that you upsell is going to be through your email marketing campaigns, right? The most common question I get asked is how do I actually market the product and what social media platform should I use, especially if I'm building a faceless page. Now, this is actually where most people give up because the process of finding or creating your own faceless content can be extremely time consuming. The whole point of this business model is to make as much money as fast as possible by saving time on the tedious tasks. This is exactly why everyone who joins the masterclass has immediate access to the DFY content vault, which basically consists of thousands of pre-made and pre-filmed faceless content clips within high converting niches. So our students are basically saving money by not having to buy camera equipment or buy different software to make these clips. And they're also saving time because the less time that you actually spend on creating the content, the more time you have to create cash flow. And that's the whole point, yeah. But if you wanted to create your own content vault, then there are websites and content creators that allow you to purchase pre-made video clips for an either one-time fee or a subscription. And I'll leave some links to those resources down below. So once you have access to the content, we're mainly going to be using Instagram as the marketing platform. And here's why, right? TikTok is great for going viral, but Instagram has about 1 billion monthly active users, and 83% of that 1 billion is actually using the platform to discover new products and services, which means everyone can make money using this strategy, right? There is no such thing as a saturated market. Once you differentiate yourself from the competition, you're gonna win. And the best way to differentiate yourself is going to be by applying the 3 factors mentioned earlier: building trust, offering an attractive offer, and then adding value to someone's life. Now, when it comes to posting the content to actually generate sales, do not make the mistake of posting content that just looks cool. It's gonna lead to frustration and 0 sales, yeah? What you guys wanna focus on is value, emotion-provoking content, and shareable content. So with those 3 pillars, you will create a sense of authority in your niche and you will convert at a higher rate. Next thing you wanna focus on is optimizing your metadata in order to grow in the algorithm, because Instagram metadata is essentially the information that the app uses to organize and suggest content to certain people. So the better metadata you have, the more views and virality you will have. The more views and virality you have, the more leads and sales you will generate, which is the ching money. Now, if you guys want access to any of the resources mentioned so far, you could just simply DM me on Instagram the keyword sales. But if you're someone who wants to take immediate action towards making money online, then you can fill out the application in the description to the masterclass, okay? Now, once you have the product, you have your landing page, you have your offer, and you have the content necessary to promote it, this is where the fun begins, right? Because your Instagram and landing page should be designed like a funnel system where you're going to be grabbing people's attention, piquing their interest, providing a solution, generating website links, capturing emails, and nurturing sales, right? And this is where the money is made. Now, depending on what hosting platform you're using, your fulfillment process can look a little bit different, because there are various softwares that I've used that allow for like email automation, order fulfillment, Instagram response automation with pre-generated sales scripts, and even AI posting strategies. But each software integration depends on what platform you use, in all honesty. So if you do have any questions about any steps in the process, then feel free to leave a comment down below, or you can message me directly on Instagram to have that conversation. So I just want to have a quick recap. This is the 90-day roadmap to start making money with digital products. And this is exactly how I was able to take a $50 investment and turn it into $50,000 by simply just applying certain social media skills to scale this business quickly and automate the process. The phase number 1 is going to be acquiring your digital product within a specific niche. Phase number 2 is going to be generating free traffic, meaning no marketing expenses. All you have to do is leverage the social media platform, Instagram, and you're gonna use smart reinvestments to scale to your first 10K. So once you have access to your first couple of digital products, you can now purchase more expensive digital products to resell. There are digital products that you have to buy that may cost about $200, $300, $400, $500. But with that $200, $300, $400, $500 investment, you will now be able to sell that digital product for 3 times the amount that you bought it for. So there are digital products that I purchased for $1,000 that I'm selling for $2,500. And that's because the value is there. It's already proven to make sales and I'm marketing it properly. So of course, I'm gonna make money relatively quickly. And then the phase 3 of the entire business is going to be automating with funnels, email sequences, and outsourcing to hit that 50K and upward, right? I'm gonna be completely honest when I say this, right? Not everyone who watches this video is gonna take action. But if you're the type of person who's ready to stop scrolling and start building, then this can absolutely change your life. So my challenge to you today is don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for that imaginary perfect moment. Because in all reality, within the next 90 days, you can look back today and be like, wow, this was the day that I really changed my life. And once you hit that, that's where freedom really is, right? The idea of not having to do what you don't want to do. You should be waking up every single day doing exactly what you want to do with a business like this, especially something that you can automate and still be able to generate thousands of dollars a day. Now, obviously, there is nothing that is easy in life, but I'm going to be honest in saying out of all of the business models that I've ever attempted throughout my 8 years of online entrepreneurship, this has been the most simple method to actually apply. So if you guys did find any value in this video, then I want you guys to leave a like, share this video, and follow the channel and turn on post notifications to get notified the next time that I upload any type of content related to making money online. I like to partake in the most simple businesses because I'm gonna be honest, most entrepreneurs are the laziest people I know. Nobody wants to spend 25,000 hours working. And there's actually a saying, work smart, not hard, right? But if you can combine both, you can make money in a relatively quick amount of time with the right vehicle. So if you're interested in learning more about this business, or if you're interested in joining the masterclass for step-by-step guidance in creating this business and then scaling it, then I want you guys to click that link, fill out the application, and then we can hop on a call to figure out how to help you grow your particular business within your niche. With that being said, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.